We love the myth of the self-made grinder, the idea that if you put your head down and push hard enough, your ambition alone will eventually move mountains. But look around and you'll see people who work 60-hour weeks, barely sleep, and still find themselves stuck. No matter how much effort they pour in, their income stalls out at a rigid, invisible plateau. The immediate social environment sets invisible boundaries that quietly govern an individual's maximum output. Raw drive cannot outrun a restricted environment. If the social ecosystem you operate in is broken, all the personal ambition in the world won't guarantee economic progress. Psychologists and economists describe this trap as behavioral contagion. Humans are incredibly efficient mimicking machines. Without even realizing it, you adopt the daily habits, the spending norms, and the ceiling of expectations held by your immediate peer group. If your network settles for less, your own baseline metrics drop to match their average. This subconscious mirroring creates a hard, physical limit on your earning potential. Your income isn't being capped by your individual capability, it is artificially constrained by group consensus. So if your financial progress feels stalled out, you don't necessarily have a motivation problem. You're experiencing the highly predictable symptoms of a restrictive social circle. To break through this plateau, stop treating your social circle as an accident of geography. It needs to be treated as an engineered economic system. The first step in this engineering process is conducting a rigorous audit of every single personal connection you maintain. The goal is strict evaluation. You are looking to systematically identify which relationships actively encourage growth and which ones act as stagnant anchors holding you in place. This will cause friction. People do not like being evaluated, and stepping away from comfortable, long-term relationships requires deliberately severing degrading ties to protect the integrity of the whole structure. Social bandwidth is a finite resource, and low-value ties consume the time and emotional energy required to pursue elite partnerships. Aggressively clearing this space is the only way to free up the capacity for systemic growth. You then have to fill that vacuum with something vastly superior: high-leverage networks. These groups operate through shared intelligence and operational depth, far removed from the superficial exchange of business cards or online followers. True high-leverage groups operate differently. When you interact with people who are already where you want to be, you rapidly absorb their advanced mental models. You adopt a new operational vocabulary that alters how you process information. Consistent proximity to high achievers overwrites your brain. What was once considered a massive leap becomes normalized, scaling your baseline expectation to match the new cluster. Placing yourself inside a high-leverage network operates exactly like downloading a superior cognitive operating system, one built specifically to generate wealth. The mathematical difference between these two environments is stark. This line graph plots effort against financial growth. It shows the outcome of the old system. When you apply extreme hard work within a stagnant peer group, your financial trajectory is severely linear. It flatlines early, regardless of how much effort you throw at it. But when you take that exact same ambition and plug it into the mental models of a high-leverage network, the multipliers kick in. The growth breaks away from that linear track, turning into a curve of exponential wealth creation. Proximity to excellence serves as the primary multiplier in this equation, physically shifting the probability of high-value outcomes. It is an economic reality that you cannot outwork a stagnant social environment. If the people around you are moving slow, they will anchor your pace. Transforming your ambition into tangible reality requires looking closely at the room you are standing in right now. You have to deliberately decide who needs to stay, who has to go, and exactly who you need to find.